Greetings to the wonderful saints of the PCJC. Superintendent Mike here. I wanted to just take a few minutes and give you a 5,000-foot view of all that God is doing in our conference. It is amazing, and I'm hoping you're finding the newsletter helpful. This is just one of many things that we're going to begin to do, and each time we're going to just get better at it, of connecting our conference, keeping you updated, finding ways that we can pass on skills and knowledge and various things, the how-tos, how to pray together, how to be a family of God together on mission for Him, loving God with all of our heart, mind, soul, and strength, loving others as we love ourselves, and as we live life, we make disciples. But 5,000-foot view. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of what God's doing. I don't have the time to tell you everything, but just so that you can join us in our enthusiasm for what God is doing. The hand of the Lord. And I say this with great humility and awe. The hand of the Lord is on PCJC. I can feel it. Just feel like somehow I'm walking into a for such a time as this moment. He's blessing us, and there's a draw to PCJC that is beyond anything human. It's not because there's people here that other people might like. I hope they like us, but that's not why this is happening. God's drawing them. And so His favor is on us, and we don't want to touch that. God doesn't need my 2 cents, my human knowledge. He needs my faithfulness, my trust, my obedience. And so I want to be that. I pray that you do too. You want to join me in just being a faithful son and daughter. But here's just a few things. We've had appoint a few more people to add temporarily to our mega board to handle all of the interviews that are going on, from LMC to CMC to ordinand, transfers, adoptions. Oh my goodness. And Pastor Jenny Switkus has done a marvelous job revamping and streamlining our process to fit our polity, at the same time serve mission. And so at this moment we have 9 interviews scheduled in August, with about the same amount that's going to happen in September, and then that doesn't look like it's going to be stopping anytime soon. There's just more and more people. So here's a snapshot of what's happening. We've got South Korean leaders, we've got African American leaders, we've got all kinds of leaders that are wanting to come into Free Methodist, into PCJC, as well as leaders who are church planting. We've got 2 or 3 church plants on the horizon. We're adding one immediately. We have 2 or 3 that Jason Garcia has been processing through assessment. That looks amazing. And in the next couple months, we're going to, maybe 6 to 10 months, we're going to see 2 to 4 more church plants, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 adoptions, transfers. Oh my goodness. And so we're going to go to Japan next June. My hope is Pacific Coast Japanese Network in Japan. I'm going to take Pastor Toby with me, going with Ralph Moore. We're going to look at what God is doing over there to see how we can partner with the churches, strengthen them, and plant churches. That would be PCJC. We have an Australian network of a friend of mine that I've known for years who reached out to me. I didn't call him. He said, "Hey, Mike, I saw that you changed roles. How do we partner?" And I'm assuming he means kingdom. Hey, we can do that, no problem. He said, "No, how do I join you?" And I mean, what do you mean join? He said, "How do I become part of your PCJC, Free Methodist?" So we're looking at bringing them in. This is a large network from a large church over there that's going through a debacle. And so I don't know if this is half a dozen churches or hundreds. So all of these conversations are being floated up to our bishops so that we can begin to talk about how do we handle all of this and what God is doing. And so I have 32 other churches in another nation, I'll leave anonymous for the moment, that want to come and join us, an Asian nation. And so there's just people from all over. There's more than that. All I want to say to you is I think the best way to describe righteousness is first and foremost for you and I to be a son and daughter. Faithful and true are the 2 words. Are we being faithful and true to what God has asked us to steward as a son, a daughter, and then as a servant and steward? So if He's given you 1 talent, when you get to be before Him, you have 2. If He's given you 2 talents, you give Him 4. And these don't make Him love you more. This is just our stewardship as obedient sons and daughters, as disciples. If you're that amazing person who happens to have 5 talents, of course you have 10. This isn't a competition between the 1, 2, and 5. It's an obedience of, well, I have 5 talents, so I get to heaven, I give God 7. No. That's not fullness. And God's grace will cover us all. Thank God for that. I just want to invite you, join me. Join our team. We have an amazing team that's being created as we just stay faithful and true to what God has done. And God's hand setting on PCJC. We don't need to help it. We just need to trust Him, be obedient, and move as He's moving. If He's not moving, we're not moving. If He is moving, we're going to go as fast or slow as He goes. May God bless you. I look forward to the future. We'll be in more contact. Don't forget, Recalibrates are coming up November 1 and 2 with Wayne Cadero. You won't want to miss it. February 21, 22. It's in the newsletter. I think those dates are right. Ralph Moore and Peyton Jones. It's an exciting time for all of us. May God bless you richly this week. May you know His grace and His peace and His abundance. In the name of the Father, the Son, and Holy Spirit. God bless you.